What we do know is we're seeing the beginning of an all-out war in the Middle East. At the same period of time where Donald Trump and his administration and Republicans have cut more than $1 trillion from Medicaid, ripped away food in terms of nutritional assistance from hungry children, seniors, and veterans, and they're spending our taxpayer dollars to start another war in the Middle East that we know is not going to end well for the American people.
All-out war strategy. Interesting take there from House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, talking about Operation Epic Fury, criticizing President Trump, and then, of course, throwing in some jabs about the economy. And he is not the only one. Here from Chuck Schumer, who President Trump just called a loser in the Oval Office, saying the American people want and need help affording everyday cost of living. Instead, Donald Trump has plunged us into another endless war, costing billions of taxpayer dollars and American lives. I'm pleased to bring in right now Pennsylvania Congressman Scott Perry, a member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Sir, good to have you with us. I understand they don't want to talk about the DHS shutdown, which they caused as well there as they throw jabs. Right. Sir, it's been a moment. We just had some major news developing from President Trump. I want to get your reaction to some of the thoughts that he says Iran is being decimated. They don't even know who's actually going to be alive after this recent attack that we just heard about, where they were going to elect someone. And the fact that he's saying they were about to attack us first and that he forced Israel's hand. Do you believe that? Because some say the messaging has been a little bit confusing and not really as clear as it should have been about why we decided now was the time.
Well, thanks for having me, Bianca. And look, I think what I just saw was the president in charge, not only of the United States of America, but actually the entire globe. And regarding the fog of war, I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of, information passing back and forth that doesn't line up completely. Some of that might be on purpose. You got to keep your enemy off balance, and they're trying to make decisions on information, and you don't want them to have good information. Iran is being decimated right now. Not only their military capacity, but their governing capacity is being decimated, which is a great thing, because not only do they terrorize, murder their own citizens and torture their own citizens, they've done that around the globe to citizens from around the globe. And as far as I'm concerned, most importantly, to American citizens, some which I got to serve with in the Middle East who never came home. So I think the president is completely in charge, and this is long overdue. Look, to Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer and all my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, the time to respond to an attack is not after nuclear rounds from Iran are impacting, in your neighborhoods. It's too late at that point. And so with all due respect to any criticism they have, the failures of the economy are all theirs. They caused these high prices. They didn't start when President Trump got in office. They're coming down. In the meantime, the president is trying to keep the rest of the world and us safe. And oh, by the way, while they don't fund the Department of Homeland Security, some guy with a shirt that says property of Allah is out shooting up a neighborhood in Texas, and DHS can't deal with this. A woman in Virginia this last week was stabbed at the bus stop by another illegal alien. This is going to continue because there's no funding for the agency that actually deals with all the illegals that Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer brought into our country over the last 4 years.